All right. I am tired, very, very tired. I just want to get this out of the way because I am so sick and tired of Katie Joy stuff. Okay, so let me fix that. Okay, so long story short, a lot of filings today. If you guys don't notice, my lighting is crap. The bulb burned out over here. I don't know. So I'm going to have to figure something out. Or I'm just going to have to get another bulb, obviously. It was dark before, but it's even darker now. So my apologies. So but you guys care about first world problems like light bulbs and stuff. You want to hear about the lawsuit? If you guys haven't been living under a rock, there's been a lot of people, unless you've been living under a rock, a lot of people have been talking about the lawsuit today because Katie Joy has some major effery, to say the least. I mean, I can't wrap my head around it. I actually had to ask a few people what the hell's going on because it's so convoluted that there's really no easy way to make sense out of it. It just isn't. So long story short, and correct me if I'm wrong, for those of you who have been paying attention today, Katie Joy is basically blaming everything on 7M's lawyer, which is not the case, and then misleading people on what statute is being utilized here to get the default judgment. I've read the default judgment. It's very clear that what the Minnesota Civil Code of Procedure is being used, and that they basically said that, hey, look, they didn't file on time for an answer after the last thing they had put into the court system, which was true. They didn't file it. And then, in fact, her lawyer said, we thought we filed, but we didn't. I thought I did, but I guess I didn't. But since we were communicating with each other, is it really that big deal? You should have reminded me. So they did put an answer in today. It was dated September 9th. Yeah, September 9th, but in October 5th, it was filed. So it was many weeks, since the drafting of it, which is really, really interesting to say the least. But they did get an answer in. And, first of all, it's like handing a paper in late. It doesn't count. It's past the deadline because they can just say, hey, look, it's past the deadline. Again, courts don't like to have default judgments. They can say, yeah, it's past the deadline, but we want to have it adjudicated. Or this judges might say, you know what? All this is a mess. You guys have screwed up over and over and over again. Default judgment granted, and then be done, which would be about $1 million settlement. But I have no idea what it's going to be. I really don't. But the funniest thing is that Katie's going around telling everybody that it's 7M's fault. No, it's not. What she's trying to do is say that 7M missed something, therefore it's their fault. Well, that's true, but if they're not, what they missed was the same thing that Katie Joy missed. It was a discovery deadline, and the judge had written on a handwritten top of the note, or a note on the very top of the thing saying, hey, you have to go through the system to do this, basically. File it in the court system. And the judge said that to both of them. Had nothing to do with this. Nothing to do with this. So for her saying that she's going to get sanctions and she's going to get legal fees and the 7M's misusing the court, it's all nonsense. Complete nonsense. Absolutely wrong. Even the statute she quotes is incorrect. And so she did do an answer. And I want to quickly talk about the answers she put because the answers are boilerplate. The answers are very similar to what she did in my complaint. Basically, okay, we deny this, we deny this, we deny this. But I thought the alternative defenses were the best. So I'm just going to read these to you. I'm not going to show them because I don't want to bother. I'm tired. But basically, affirmative defenses are these. 1, plaintiff's complaint fails to state claim upon relief can be granted. Well, that's not true. She said the same thing in mine. But no, some of them was very clear. You caused us large amounts of money. You had torturous interference. You went to people that we had contracts with and you interfered with it and we lost the contracts costing us millions. That's something which can be stated upon for relief. I mean, this is nonsense that she's saying fails to state claim upon which relief can be granted. Well, it can be granted upon the fact that she did and admitted to torturous interference. I mean, what else do they need? What else do you need for that? I mean, they got it. Her saying that she did all this. So yeah, that's definitely an alternative defense. That's nonsense. And then it says, each of plaintiff's 9 counts as pled in paragraphs 30 through 108 of plaintiff's complaint state claims solely against defendant Catherine Mansky-Polson. Plaintiff's claims in paragraphs 30 through 108 of plaintiff's claims do not state a cause of action against Without a Crystal Ball LLC, and Without a Crystal Ball should be dismissed as a party. Well, this is huge what she's asking for. Did anybody else catch that? I think one person did on Twitter. I saw this one person catch it on Twitter, but did anybody else comment much on it? Because what she's seeming to me attempting to do is separate her limited liability corporation from her personal name. even though in the complaint they were intertwined. It was assuming all of the above, name, limited liability, and without a crystal ball. So I thought that was very telling that she's now trying to separate, because the initial complaint is versus Catherine Mansky Paulson and Without a Crystal Ball LLC. And then in the affirmative defenses, she's claiming, oh, you're just saying this is against me, not against the LLC. But it is against the LLC. It's stated right there in the initial complaint. Oh man, this is amazing. I mean, do you want to show this way I'm seeing it? Well, I'll show it to you, I guess. Let me show it. Present, just so you can see it yourself. I'm not making this up. Alternative defenses. Let me blow it up a little bit. Yeah. I love that 30 to 108. So she says, do not state a cause of action against Without a Crystal Ball LLC, and Without a Crystal Ball should be dismissed as a party. That's nonsense. That's not going to fly. I come on. I like to. Is anybody out there that has any legal experience? Because that's just ridiculous. Number 3, defendants hereby incorporates as fully set forth herein all the affirmative defenses of Minnesota Civil Procedure 8.3. I read that. Basically, 8.03 is basically talking about estoppels, things of that's already been adjudicated, and things of that nature. Basically, other types of defenses that could be for all kinds of legal stuff. Nothing of any consequence. This is my favorite. Hi, Lawrence. Why don't you come on in? Link is in the pin to the top there. Come on in. This is great. Number 4, defendant statements are true and therefore not defamatory. Really? So her statements that Robert Shin is running a human trafficking cult that waterboards people and puts them in basements and puts them in chains and all those other things. I mean, they had pages 30 to 108. I mean, how many different things did they claim? It had to be like 50 or 60 different things they're claiming with links, with not just, hey, this is what we're suing for and what she said. Here's the evidence right here. There's a link, which she sure, I think by now probably already deleted all of them, but they have obviously the records and the backups. So she's trying to say that, well, my defense is that they're true statements. Okay, good luck with that. Alternately, defendant statements are statements of opinion and therefore not defamatory. When you say somebody is committing crimes and you're stating as a fact that they're trafficking people and all this other stuff, that's not opinion. That's defamation. I mean, opinion only goes so far. You can say it's my opinion these people are stupid. Sure, you can say that. It's my opinion. Katie Joy is a moron. Absolutely, that's not defamatory. But if you say something that's not true about a particular individual, that can lead to consequences, and you make those public, that could be defamation, right? Whether it's defamation per se or per se and per quad, right? So per se, you don't actually have to like prove anything. It's just the fact that you said it and they're wrong. Per quad is a little bit more. You have to actually show that there are some damages. But if certain things are considered to be defamation per se, if you say somebody has a loathsome disease or something like that, this would happen with the Cardi B lawsuit. Somebody had said that she had a loathsome disease, and she was awarded millions of dollars for that because it was defamation per se. Simple. Did she have it? Nope. Okay, you win. Kind of stuff. So, but here she's saying it's a matter of opinion. No. I'm sorry, but saying people are committing crimes that are considered to be of literally terrorism and torture and things of that nature. Yeah, that's not opinion. That's not opinion. And so that doesn't fly. And then she says, defendants to reserve the right to assert additional affirmative defenses as may be appropriate, as learned through the course of discovery and up to the conclusion of this trial of this matter. Basically, hey, yeah, we have a right to other defenses, but this is it. This is her entire defense. No, this is not defenses. Look at all these stuff that she's just like, oh, we're without sufficient knowledge. This is boilerplate, by the way. This is literally somebody just copy and pasting this stuff. Saying, yeah, we going through it and say, yeah, we'll say that we accept this one. We'll say that we don't accept this one. But most of them are without sufficient knowledge to perform a belief to the truth of all the allegations. Same thing she did on mine. Same exact thing she did on mine. Oh, hey, Flying Mom Laura, $10 sticker. Thank you. I didn't even put down this was a $10 grift stream, but thank you. Thank you. I guess it's a $10 grift stream now. Yes. Thank you. I appreciate it immensely. At least you're being entertained. Thank you, Laura. maybe I should put in this. Nah, there's not enough room in the title. Put it, but next time I'll put the $10 grift stream. This is what I want to do really quickly because I'm tired, man. It has been a long damn day today, and yes, I have been offered a promotion. It wouldn't start until January. Yeah, it's obviously more money, but it's a lot more hours as well. I'm considering it. I haven't given an answer yet. I've got 3 months to decide. So like, don't rush, because somebody's leaving and they want me to take that spot. So maybe, like I said, I don't know. I mean, it's like I said, a lot more hours. I'll still stream. I'm still going to be doing streaming. Don't get me wrong. I still have Fridays off. That's going to be a guaranteed. So I can do the non sequitur show on Friday, and then I still get off about the same time. Maybe a little late, but I mean, for the most part, I'll still be able to do late night streams. So, anyways, Kano's home. Hi, Kano. Did you watch anything today? No, you didn't. You were out today. Yeah.
Everybody had sticks stuck up their asses today.
Oh, she had a bad day at work.
Yeah. Oh no, I was gonna do nothing. I know I didn't do nothing wrong.
Well, you didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah.
But other people.
Catch these calls.
But I was looking at this. All these defendants deny. And again, I'm not going to go look where these even go to, right? I don't care. But that's how this usually works. They just say, okay, this is what's alleged. We deny it. This is, we allege, we deny it. And the only thing they don't deny is basically, yeah, this is Catherine's name. This is where we live, that kind of stuff. Anything that's any non-consequential kind of stuff, then they say, yeah, admit, right? Admits paragraph, sure. But as far as the defamations, they deny it all and then say, well, we deny it, but there's really no cause for any kind of relief because, it was because these statements are fact or opinion. Doesn't work that way. So anyways, what do you guys think that is going to happen? Do you think that the judge, it gets worse. The judge had already put on the schedule the November 21st hearing in preparation for all this stuff, I guess. I don't know how that worked, but I think I think there might be a strong chance of them granting this particular default judgment, even though, like I said, they don't like to do that because it can get appealed easier. But I got to tell you, it might save Katie Joy a hell of a lot of money by just taking the default, take the L, because she's making a hell of a lot worse because she's already said things that have screwed up any chance in her hearing. And yes, 7M's aware of it. But she had said things like, we didn't miss any deadlines. They missed the deadline. And when you miss a deadline, you need to have good cause, right? You need to have a reason why you missed the deadline. And when you say you didn't miss a deadline, which you did miss, that's not a good cause. That's just not a good cause. So I definitely think, without question, I would be very, 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 very surprised to the contrary if her lawyers are not just pulling their hair out, just saying, shut the hell up. We're already screwed. We don't need your help. The boat's sinking. It's taking on water. We're going down. We're sinking. We're going to all drown here. You don't need to start, poking more holes in the boat, because that's what she's doing. She's literally sitting there drilling holes in the boat, thinking she's trying to save the boat, when her lawyers are going, no. Because they did screw up. And the fact that it was dated September 9th and it was just put in 10/5, and her lawyer already said, yeah, well, I thought we filed, but apparently not. So they already admitted they screwed up. Yeah, Laura, I think you're right. I think, hey, you know what? I forgot I could do banners or comments here on StreamYard.
Yeah, you can pin the comments.
Yeah, I'm gonna put this. Yeah, I'll put the bad ones too, depending on thing. Her lawyers are saying, how can I drop this woman? I think you're right. I really do. I'm sure. It's one of those instances where you say, please, after this is over, please make a comment or statement or something. I said there's still attorney-client privilege, but to say something like, "Oh my God, please never hire us again" or something, it's just, it's just bad. It's clear Katie Joy's lawyer has no clue what he's doing. Yeah, the other one might. Yeah, she has two lawyers in that law firm. The other one might, but I don't think Graham does. It just none of this makes sense. And then for her to spin it, and then for her to say, "Oh, it's all 7M's fault, and we're going to get sanctions." No, you're not. I can tell you right now, not going to happen. There's no way in hell. She's not going to get legal fees. She's not going to get sanctions. It's all, and she got the wrong civil procedure too down. She was quoting some other stuff. That's not what they're requesting relief for. For a default judgment. And then they also said for a hearing, notice of motion, please take notice that plaintiff 7M Robert Shin, Miranda Derrick, and James Derrick, plaintiffs will bring forth for a hearing before the Honorable Michelle Davis or Michael Davis, judge of the district court. Is it Michael? I think it's Michael Davis. I thought it was a woman, though. Maybe it's Michelle. Is motion default judgment on November 21st, 2022 at 1:30. So they're coming prepared. They're saying, hey, we want to have this hearing. We're going to show why we should get this default judgment. We can show that they screwed up and they didn't do anything properly. And her client's running her mouth saying, hey, yeah, well, it's all our fault. Oh, really? Let's show you why it's not. She was using general court rules, not civil rules of procedure. Yeah, the civil rules of procedure for Minnesota was very specific. And then she's using general rules. I saw that as well. I don't remember the general statute she was talking about, but it was very clear that the civil rules for procedure for that state had stated, I think it was it 8.02, if I'm not mistaken? 12.02. No, it was 12.01. 12.0, it was 8.02, 12.01, and 5501. Yeah. Because the other one, the 8.01 or 2, I think it is, that's the one that says, look, you have only a certain amount of days 14 days to respond to us. They didn't meet that. They didn't meet that 14 days. No matter how well her intention, her lawyers were, or anything like that, they didn't file it, period. And that was from the last thing filed, which I believe was on August 5th, if I'm not mistaken. But they only had 14 days and they didn't do it, period. End of story. And I think, again, wasn't that civil rules of procedure 8.02? And then the default one is the 12.01. That's saying, hey, look, if you didn't file within 14 days, you can ask for a default. And so they're coming prepared. They're not messing around. Again, to them, it's advantageous. Now they're going to make their money, right? I mean, they have to keep costs down, right? They can't just say, hey, look, we want litigation because they make more money that way. If they can get a default judgment, they're literally obligated to at least try to do it, from my understanding, because you have to be able to save your client's money. So yeah, they have to put in for a default judgment. And for then Katie go, oh, they're doing malpractice. They're screwing with the court and they're causing more money. No, they're required to. They have to do that for the clients. If they miss the deadline and they're pursuant to Minnesota's Minnesota rules of civil procedure, they miss the deadline by 1201 and 5501. They can ask for a default judgment. Why wouldn't they? Why wouldn't they? And then she's telling her people that it's their fault. It's weird. Fernando says it's clear she missed the deadline to answer the complaint. Yeah, because it's dated on September 5th and she didn't put it in until today, or September 9th, and she didn't put it in today. That's 3 weeks ago that it was written. And now the filing was nearly a month after deadline, so there's no defense from the motion of default judgment. Probably not. Yeah. It only goes from when it's filed. We all know that, right? You don't have to be, again, I'm not a lawyer. Never some lawyers here that I think in the live chat, but you don't have to be a lawyer to know things go by when they're filed, right? And if she missed the deadline and they put in for the judgment, she actually explained to the judge why they missed the deadline. And they need a pretty dang good reason why they missed the deadline. Saying that they thought they did it and they didn't, not that good. Now, she could maybe, and again, this is complete speculation. If you want legal advice, go, or legal, commentary, go to a lawyer. But well, some lawyers. There's some lawyers on the internet better than others. Don't go to any of them. Fernando's a paralegal. Yes, that helps. Absolutely, that helps. Yes, come on. Why don't you come on in, Fernando? That'd be great. Thank you. Fernando says, if this goes to trial, Katie be up for $1 million+ plus costs. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, no, I think you're absolutely right on that. She's going to cost her a lot more money. I think what she's doing. Okay, so let me give you some speculation here. Yeah, this is speculation. So I'm not even alleged. It's just I'm speculating. When you speculate, you can speculate because then you're not asserting it as fact. You're saying, okay, maybe it's something along these lines, but you have to speculate with good reason, right? You have to have reasons to even speculate. You can't just pull shit out your proverbial ass like we see a lot of people do. I won't do that. This is really speculation based upon what I would think would make sense. One, she has to make sure that the people that follow her don't get wind of what's actually going on, right? She cannot have her subscribers knowing how she lies, she manipulates, and she uses the system. So she has to have this front. She has to put this stuff out there. One, I don't think she understands any of it. But two, even if she did, she has to put something out there to feed her subscribers who are going, hey, what's going on here? Oh, it's those mean, nasty 7M people that I said all those mean things about. I'm a reporter, and they're just picking on me and harassing me, and they won't let me say my truth. Well, no, it's defamation, right? And so I think she's just putting that stuff out there to try to BS her following. I really do, 100%. And I think she doesn't understand it. So I think there's a combination there to be had, right? Because she did get the general court rules confused with the rules of civil procedure. And it's the rules of civil procedure, which is going to be by which you have to file 14 days from the last thing for response, and rules of civil code of procedure, rules of civil procedure to say, okay, I want the default judgment because they didn't file in time. And the fact that her lawyers just don't seem to be too into this. I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but this is going to cost a lot more money if it goes to trial. A lot more money. So maybe she just knows that she's probably going to lose. She's going to get the default judgment against her. And she just wants to, because maybe the lawyers do too, because they're like, hey, we're going to lose either way. Might as well go down with only $1 million judgment, and you have to remove all their stuff within, whatever, 8 days or whatever it is. As opposed to going to a 6 to 10 day trial, which is going to cost hundreds of thousands of dollars, probably more, and end up losing anyways. So Laura says, do you think she's behind the scenes begging 7M to settle with her? Yes, to some degree. I do believe absolutely she wanted to settle with Todd. There's no question about that. But what was the settlement agreements? I'm not privy to. I have absolutely no idea. I could guesstimate, but the only thing I could safely say that had to be the case was the fact that she can't talk about his family. That's already been put out, right? So it's a huge win to him, because why would he care about talking about her? He doesn't give a crap. So yeah, I think that she totally, bent the knee to him, saying, hey, look, fine, I'll delete my stuff about you. I won't talk about you. If there's any kind of monetary things, I don't know. I don't think there was any legal cost as far as lawyers. I think it was actually stipulated that they'd all each pay for their own legal cost in the final thing. I think I read that. But as far as money changing hands, I don't know anything about. I assume they signed some kind of NDA that's just pro forma. Again, no first-hand information on that. But yeah, it's a win when you can't talk about somebody's family, which is a big reason why he wanted to stop in the first place. Right. So yeah, of course, because if she wanted to talk about him and she thought that she was in the right, okay, finish the court case. I mean, what good would it have done for Todd Chrisley to finish the court case when he already got what he wanted? She can't talk about him or his family ever again. And he knows as well as I do that 7M has a great case. And so if the 7M gets to $1 million, you really think that they're going to get any money for anybody else? No. So anyways, Fernando, KJ is spinning that it's all 7M's fault on Twitter. Is that truly hilarious? I right? As a paralegal, have you ever seen anybody butcher the law so much to the point where it's 180 degrees away from reality? This is what she does in every single case. She did it in my case. She did it in Toddy's case. She did it in Todd Chrisley's case. She's done it in every case. It's this wrong in every single one of them. It's comical. I think that's people. Well, that's why people watch this stuff, and people watch her Twitter and stuff like that, because they're like, what's next going to happen? I'm surprised she doesn't turn into a full flat earther at this point. Which, by the way, we have a flat earther supposedly on Sequitur on Friday. We'll see. We'll see if he shows. If not, Reg and I are going to talk about his theory, anyways. Fernando says, we all know Gage can't read for comprehension. That's a fact. Look, she has no idea how to read anything. She gets stuff massively wrong. And I think it is a combination of she's just a moron. She doesn't know how to read anything legal or otherwise. She gets basic facts on every one of her cases wrong. And everything she pontificates, she gets stuff wrong, which is kind of funny, by the way, because I had a comment from some no-name person, an avatar that's, no content whatsoever, but whatever. They said something along the lines of this. They said, Steve, why do you do commentary on legal stuff when all your legal stuff you say you're wrong about? I'm like, oh, really? Am I? Okay, well, if I am, because, when on the non-sequitur showcase, everything I said, was true, and everything that I said did happen, and everything I said was going to happen did come true. And I think my commentary was probably 95 to 98% correct on the non sequitur showcase. Yes, it was. What is it about any other case that I've gotten wrong? Now, again, I'm not a lawyer. I can be corrected just as much as anybody else, and people have. But as far as any kind of like major issues on my commentary on any of this stuff, I asked this person, what can you give me an example? Right? I said, okay, if you think that I'm getting something wrong, could you give me an example? Do you have any examples I got? Zero. Look, if you're going to say somebody's wrong on something, give an example. Even on Facebook, I do this. I'll say, look, you're not correct. And I'll put example, and I'll give like a, something like reason, such and such, right? Most of the time, right? Give it a reason why. For example, when you said this, this, and this, and I can say, oh, no, that was not the case. You misunderstood that. Or, yeah, I did screw the pooch on that, and I did correct it later on, or I correct it now, right? But they don't do this. So even though that I've caught up on all this today, and I've went through and read all of it or most of it, what is it that I've gotten wrong so far on this particular, buffoonery? I mean, it's simple. It's pretty simple. You don't need a lawyer to tell you that they missed a deadline and she's blaming 7M for it. And then going back and saying that the deadline that they did miss was something that was of any consequence, the discovery one, which they both missed. And then, but then 7M went ahead and did it the correct way and put it through the court, but she didn't. Oh, God, it kills me. Brittany says, yes, it is, Steve. I watched why someone I follow follows her, and they're very large. It's because she's a little local. Yeah, look, I think most of her following is probably people that go, oh my God. And then she has a few hundred people that really do buy into her BS. And those are the ones I will never be able to understand. I can't get it. I will never be able to get it. We've all been around for a very, very long time. We know that she lies continually. I mean, just without any consideration for the truth whatsoever. She has no compunction for the truth at all. She won't stop and pause. She won't think to herself, is that right? Nope, she doesn't care. And so the people that do watch her, they just don't know what the hell's going on, because I even see people posting stuff like on Facebook, and it'll be like this. Can you explain to us what's going on? And Katie will be like, oh, let me. So their lawyers screwed up, and I did everything right, and we're going to win, and we're going to get them for $1 billion. And her stands go, oh, Katie, that's so great. We love you. You are just the best advocate of all time. The people that you've gotten out of the cults and the people that you've saved and the lives that you've touched, which, by the way, equals 0, because you never named one. But yeah, I just blows my mind. Stuart says, hey, I see again, Stuart. He says, at this point, I'm convinced Katie Joy's intransient. Yeah, she's definitely intransient. She'll never change. She won't ever correct herself either. And overall wrongness is intentional. To some degree, I think you're right. I think that she will not admit she's wrong, even when she is wrong. Absolutely. I've been reading a lot about narcissistic personality disorder, and this is a slam dunk. Yeah. Oh yeah. Look, my opinion, absolutely, she's narcissistic. 100%. And she projects it onto others. She thinks that anybody who's confident is a narcissist. No. Look, it takes a certain amount of confidence to go on stream and talk. It really does. Now, I've been doing it a very long time, a decade. I have a lot of videos. You do get used to it. You get a little more accustomed to it. But initially, it's a little scary. It's a little bit nerve-wracking, knowing that everything you're saying is being recorded in perpetuity. Right? Everything you're saying, people are going to judge. And you are going to get things wrong. And people are going to take what you say that you got wrong and run with it for their own channels, like clip channels and just people that want to take you out of context. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. So the people that listen and the watch and the subscribers and the ones that don't, come on panel, we love you all. We love you because you're the ones that actually are listening to what we have to say. And I think most of those people, most of them realize it is not difficult. I mean, so it is difficult. It's not something for them. If they wanted to do it, they would have done it. But a lot of people just don't want to put themselves out there. And I get it. Oh, do I get it? But it's difficult. Anybody who's been on panel can tell you the first time it's a little scary. It's a little scary. The logical only zone. Hey, what's up, buddy? Good to see you. Steve, we have tried so hard to help them out. They don't want it. I agree. No, Brittany, I think you're 100% correct. They don't want it. They just don't care. Oops, I moved my thing over there. They just don't care at all. I gotta move my StreamYards around so I can do some stuff. All right. Anyways, that's my little rant. What do you guys think? I mean, you guys like my rants? I think it's kind of nice. I get home, long day work. I'm a little bit in pain when I get home because I stand a lot, and I just want to relax. This is one way to just kind of relax. And I got Kano over there having some, looks like chips.
Yeah. That's my dinner.
Chips are your dinner? Girl, I'll make you something.
No, I'm not.
I made eggs today. I made glorious eggs. If you guys didn't see on Twitter, I was like, you know what? I'm going to make some eggs. And I made scrambled eggs. I'm talking perfecto. They were creamy. They were fluffy. They had a little sour cream in there. And they had salt and pepper and a little bit of oregano on top. And then some mild cheddar cheese served with cheddar grits and Folgers coffee. And it was the only thing that could have been better was I usually put a little cilantro on there. And if I would have had toast, it would have been the best, right?
Yeah.
If I don't have any toast. The bread I had, I keep it in the freezer, and it was in there too long, and I was like, yeah, no, I'm gonna get some more. So I didn't have any toast, but if I would have had some nice wheat toast or rye bread, that would have been. And then I compared it with what Katie Joy made. Oh my God! Now my lighting was a little off because this light here, as you guys know, is yellow, so everything kind of looked a little off. But the color of the eggs is correct. It's a nice orange yellow because you gotta beat them together. You gotta use the egg white and yolk, and you keep it fluffy. And then you don't put it in a superheated pan. You can heat the pan. There's so many different ways to make eggs, but the simplest way to make scrambled eggs: heat the pan up, put a little bit of olive oil, a little bit of butter, right? So scramble them all up. Put the sour cream, put a little milk in if you want or something, and then lower the heat. Put it on like low to medium. You don't want your eggs to cook fast. What's happens is they'll brown, they'll burn, they'll get grayish. No, and you don't. And by the way, don't add salt and pepper to the very end. And you just kind of like scramble them in the pan, and they turn out. I like grits. Yeah. Anyways, little home cooking there, right? Steve could have literally shared posts from Facebook. I commented on some 1.5 to 2 years ago, because people were so wrong. It's comical how ignorant they are. Yeah, what would like what? Give me an example, Brandon. I mean, it's funny because people 2 years ago were saying all this stuff about the non sequitur showcase. They got everything wrong, and I'm like, no, you're wrong. I was right. Reds was right. Roof was right. Bull was right. All of us were right. All of us in the case. Everything we said was exactly what happened. And you had idiots out there going, oh, he wasn't served properly. He moved. Steve knew he moved, and he wasn't served properly. No, they were wrong. It's been proven now. They messed up. And you had also idiots going, well, we saw Kyle log into his account with his attorney. That was a lie. A bold-faced lie, by the way. That was like a massive bold-faced lie, because he never did that because he didn't have an account to log into. He lied about that. He had fabricated the evidence. Yeah. I like grits. I got these cheddar cheese grits that are just so good. And I usually put a little bit of sweetener on them. I did it this morning. I had it in my coffee, and I bought this raw honey, 16-ounce raw honey, and I like a little bit of honey in my coffee, and I like a little bit of honey in my grits, but I didn't put my honey in the grits today. I should have, but I didn't even think about it. I was like, I just want some grits and some scrambled eggs. But yeah, I really now that I thought about it, I was like, dude, I should have put the honey into the grits because I like honey and grits. Honey, and by the way, honey is very good for you. Honey is one of the best things for you. I like the pasteurized. I mean, the unpasteurized, but I mean, I like both. Yeah, the unpasteurized, but what I get is the pasteurized organic. It's organic. It's grits has got to be buttery and cheesy. Yep. I agree, Carrie. Oh my God, Carrie, where the hell have you been? Wow, blast from the past there. Hi, Carrie. How's life been the big city down there? I know where she's from. She's down that way. Yeah, I put like a little honey on the grits, a little bit of sweetener on it, like some brown sugar or any kind of sugar. Or I use sweet and low, but if I have brown sugar, I've used that before too. And then a little bit of cheese on it too. Perfecto. Steven the ham puppet. That's my ham puppet. Yeah. Not sponsored. Oh man, I definitely I'll take a sponsorship from any honey. I like honey. Yeah. Yeah. Hello, darling. Doing great. Lovely to see you. Well, Carrie, by the way, just to let you know, because you'll be like number 6 now. It is official, I guess, unbeknownst to me, but I have a full-on atheist sex cult. It has 5 sister wives. You could be number 6. Um, wait, did they even make you one? No, I don't remember. They made you a secretary, right? I think they made you secretary, right? Madam? You do all the booking engagements. Yeah. Yeah. So Kano does all the booking engagements. But yeah, I just thought you would know that I'm officially an atheist sex cult leader. Who knew? I mean, you should have told me these things, Carrie. Can you be sure? Hey, dude, hey, no, you're a good looking guy, Lawrence. If I was going to go gay, I'm okay with that. Yeah. But I'm not. But you know what? We'll bring you along. Apparently, we all like to watch anyways. So just do your thing. Yeah, just take notes or something. I mean, here I got my little tablet here. We're just like write it down. Okay, this is okay. What did you do? A little bit. Okay, yeah. What are you doing there? Okay. Oh, I gotta try that next time. Yeah. Oh, wait. How the hell are you doing that? Well, no, I can't do that at my age, man. No, that'll cause spinal damage. No. It's like seriously. I want to be true. Well, you know what? You're actually good with your finances. You have business acumen, so that actually might work out. That might actually work out because do you still do your? I mean, people know what you do. I mean, what you sell, but it's always fascinating to find out what exciting lives we lead, unbeknownst to us, isn't it? Who knew? Who knew? I had no idea that all this time there was this massive atheist sex cult I was not just a member of, but the leader. That's impressive. Peter says, oh shit, I have to go back and look, but I can't remember. They were as wrong AF, and always lied and followed wrong sources to get their answers. But it's just those few people and the rest were about learning. Yeah, I agree with you. No, we all remember this, right? We all remember the names of the people that got it all wrong, who are still around getting all these cases wrong again. They got my case with Katie wrong. They got her case, all her TROs they got wrong. They got Todd Chrisley's case wrong with her. They got 7M's case wrong with her. It's like they go out of their way to get things wrong. So the rule of thumb is this. Look, there are really 2 groups of people out there. You have the people that are actually doing almost honest commentary that know Katie Joy, that are telling you truth about her. Then you have the ones trying to defend her. And the ones that are trying to defend her, every single time they've got them wrong. They will say whatever it takes to defend her, bar none. It doesn't matter what it is. They will say it if they think that it makes Katie Joy look better. Now, why? I don't know. Is it because they have a thing for her? Is it because they're being paid? Is there some kind of financial gain for it? Are they just sociopaths? I couldn't tell you. I have no idea. My personal belief, and again, speculation, my personal belief is most of these people are so damn stupid that they actually believe she's telling the truth. And I think that's probably the key. I think most of the average people know she or don't know she's full of shit, and they just believe her. Now, the ones that have been doing it for years, the ones that constantly do it, like they'll say the dumbest things, they know she's full of shit. They're stupid, but even they know she's full of shit. So I don't know what's worse, her stands that actually believe her, or the ones that have been defending her knowing she's full of shit for years because reasons. I don't know what these reasons are. So, can somebody tell me what the reasons are? I don't know. You haven't made one since the pandemic. Made what? Could they be stock accounts? Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm sure they all use stock accounts. Yeah. Look, here's another thing that you should know. The people willing to put their real name on stuff are probably going to be more accurate than ones behind me on stock accounts. If you have some stock account and you know who that person is, more likely they're not going to be telling you the truth. Now, that's not always the case. And I'm not saying, go, dox people, nothing like that at all. People have a right to have anonymity. People have a right to have stock accounts and avatars. But here's the thing. I have my real name attached to the shit. Other content creators have their real name attached to shit. And yet you're going against nameless, faceless avatars that have new accounts or just or nobody knows who the hell they are, who can say whatever they want because there's no accountability. They could vanish tomorrow and nobody knows who the hell they are. What I say sticks with me, just like any other content creator that's willing to put their name on what they say. It's ignorant, bored people. Yeah. Oh, I don't. Yeah, no, I couldn't. I couldn't go back to the start. There was just so much back then. Occasionally, we like to do a recap again and go back and have a little nostalgia and say, "Hey, look how bad these people, screwed up." Oh, really, really? So you defended, Kyle as he went to go be domestic abuse, to his boyfriends and things of that nature. Hey, Midnight Sparkle, how you doing tonight?
I'm doing well. I figured I'd come see you because I'm bored and tired and can't sleep.
I'm bored and tired too, and I'm ready to go to bed. But you've been. By the way, have you followed any of this, dude?
I don't
Probably
care.
not. Yeah, I didn't
No.
think so.
I have my own shit to deal with. I don't want to deal with you and your bullshit. No offense.
Why would I take that personally, man? I think that down. I wish 90% were like that. I couldn't care less. I do this for the people that do care, and they seem to be entertained by it, and I'm entertained by it, and I actually feel better when I get home and just vent, then I can pass it right out. By the way, I got a tablet here, and I went to AMPM on the way home. Good stuff, man. I like AMPM. Anybody use any of their app before? Because I'm trying to figure out their app.
Oh, it's fun.
AMPM app.
Yeah.
You get scratch for stuff, don't you?
Every day.
Yeah. See, I want to do that.
Who are you talking to?
You guys, app. See, this is
No, I meant like I heard a voice.
Oh, Kano, my roommate, my moderator, she's she's the one that makes all the booking arrangements for all the hotels for the atheist sex parties.
Okay.
I didn't know about them either, man. I never was invited, so it kind of sucked. Did you know about them? Because if you knew about them and you didn't tell me, I'm going to be a little upset with you.
What the fuck would I know about them? I mean, if I did,
Why would I know about them?
It's not like I would be invited.
Well, yeah, but I wasn't invited either, and I'm the leader of the cult. That's pretty crappy, don't you think?
Well, yeah. If you're the leader of the cult and you weren't invited, then you're not really the leader, are you?
Oh God,
you're the president.
Wait,
that's
like philosophical stuff. If you weren't invited, are you really a leader? That's a good point. That's a good. What are you leading? Yeah, what are you leading if you're not even invited to your own sex cult stuff?
Right. Okay. Why are you using black and white?
Oh, a couple of reasons. Well, one, normally the lighting in here is really bad at night, and it gives us like this orange color because of the bulb's kind of a off orange, and I don't like it. So I went to this black and white tone. I think it's really kind of a cool motif. But then I came in today and I turned on the light that's over here, and it's not even working at all. Did you notice that? That light's no longer working.
So
check it out. Wait, so I walked in, and I flipped the light switch on, and nothing comes on, and I'm thinking, power out? No, I know the power bill's paid, so it can't be that. Yeah, I know the power bill's paid, but I'm like, where's the electricity? Then I'm like, wait a minute. If the electricity's out, why is my alarm clock on? I can see the light of my alarm clock. I'm like, that's plugged in. Is it? So I thought to myself, okay, something has juice. Did I blow a breaker? So I go walk across the room. I turn one of the other lights on. That one comes on. I'm like, okay, it's just this one light. So, but you know how eerie it is when you walk into a room and you turn a light switch on? It's one of those things where you jump, your mind goes, am I in a dream? Because you know how when you have a lucid dream, you do you do a lucidity check and you turn a light on and it doesn't turn on, you're dreaming.
Yeah, I know.
That's scary, dude.
I know this stream is about Katie Joy or whatever the hell.
It's not anything you want it to be on, man.
Well, this is news to this was news to me today, but apparently Matt Dillahunty left the Atheist Experience.
He did leave the Atheist Experience, and I have a stream on that coming up probably this weekend. He actually did a stream, believe it or not, that I actually kind of agreed with him on. I know it's weird. And so I was going to do a review of his stream and then talk about that a little bit.
But apparently he didn't let anyone know why he left.
I don't know.
I was watching a stream today that Jay Pasek uploaded. It was one of his co-hosts, Jim. The guy with glasses. He's got like a
Jim Barrows the B.
Yeah. And he was talking to Darth, and it was weird. It was weird.
I don't know what the reason is. I have no idea. I'm assuming something has something to do with his girlfriend or something, or some kind of just another kerfuffle. But I don't really care, right? I honestly don't really care. I'm not a big fan of the ACA at all. I think they're dishonest. I think the atheist community of Austin is dishonest. I think the American atheists are dishonest. And I think atheist Republicans is dishonest. So
That's a lot. That's a lot of atheist communities. You think it's dishonest, Steve? Could it be the problem that you're dishonest?
I'm the worst atheist sex cult leader. Well, hey, I support Atheists for Liberty. I'm a member of Atheists for Liberty. I actually am a paying member for Atheists for Liberty. So they're atheist. So, but I like what they stand for because they actually stand for secularism, which is the big thing. Even though the mission statement for the ACA was really to promote secularism, and all of a sudden became a show about mass ego. So. Anyways, I'm still trying to figure out this AM PM thing, but it just reminds me of like the old days where you just like gonna sit and streamed, right? Remember that? I mean, we're going back what 6, 7, 8 years? I don't know, how long has it been?
It's been okay. It's been over 5 years.
Yeah. The old days when we just like when we're sitting in Nadia's room and just
Well, it's been over 5 years since you and I have known each other. Because hey, dude, how high are you? I'm not high.
He's always
I
high.
will never get over that. I will never get over that. I invited you to a stream with a friend of mine, Kazar, or whatever the fuck his name is. He was high. I was stuttering like a fucking asshole. I was stuttering like a fucking asshole. He was like, "Dude, how high are you?" And I'm like, "I'm not high. I just stutter." And you were like, "Oh God, now I feel bad."
Now I don't give a fuck, man. Before you made me feel like a shithead. I felt bad. I was like, "Oh God, he stutters. He's not high." Now, like, "Oh wait, he is an asshole, so it doesn't matter."
Well, yeah, I'm still an asshole. Over 5 years later, so fuck off.
By the way, you had a few people after you for a while too, man. They try to like cozy up to me and then shit on me. I'm like, you do your own thing, man.
Yeah, they still it's the whole it's whatever.
Right?
I don't know, man. I've tried is to be a good person.
That's all you can do, man.
Obviously, I failed at it sometimes.
Screw people, man. Just don't even sweat the small stuff, man. Look, people are always going to be going out of their way to do harm, right? You're always going to have haters. Always going to have haters. And you know what? The fact is that if they always think about you, and when you're thinking about something else, who are they really trolling but themselves?
Yeah, well, it's an entire thing. It's whatever.
I still can't figure that's a stupid. I don't even know how to log on to this stupid thing. Oh, here we go.
Well, anyways, okay. I'm gonna go. Figured
I'm not streaming very long. I just want to give this like quick thing on these filings today because I guess Katie Joyce is lying to everybody. I don't even know what else to say about it except that she's just lying.
Not
lying.
Well, I don't care.
I know you're shocked. But I know you're shocked though, right?
I mean, I would be shocked if I cared. But if I don't care, then how can I be shocked?
But if you did care, you would be shocked, right? But you don't care, so you're not shocked. All right, bud. Go ahead, take off. I'm gonna be like I said, I'm not streaming much longer. I'm just gonna figure this AM PM thing out. Check inbox. I've checked my inbox. Here's my inbox. I'm checking my inbox. So shop Brittany. Wait. Show. There you go. Brittany says, so shocked I pissed myself. That's pretty shocked. Yeah. That's pretty shocked. I know. Is it really any surprise? I mean, look, we all talk about this stuff. And again, a lot of people do it much better than I do. I do it very comically and I have fun with it because it's just such stupidity to me. I don't know what else to do but mock it. And then tell you guys, what my thoughts are. And that's great. Now, there are people that do more detailed stuff, right? The actual people that will dive into it and spend the time doing it. And God bless them. Go check out their stuff and watch that kind of stuff. I get it. But for the people that just don't really care that much or care, but just want something lighthearted, here I am. That's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be doing lighthearted stuff to wrap, my head around this kind of nonsense where you have Katie Joy literally doing 180s, saying stuff that's just completely contrary to what we all know by looking at the actual filings. Hey, I activated my account. Huh, good. I want free fountain drinks. And I heard you get like scratchers and all that kind of stuff. So anyways, Jujupi, I'm 5 minutes behind, but I can help with your light bulb color. You need 3000 Kelvin. That's optimal light bulb. Yeah, you're probably right. No, yeah, 3000 K. For like is that like an off-white or kind of like a white color? These are probably going to be high, more in the orange color. So what is that going to be, like 4,000 Kelvin or something? I don't know, 3,500. I don't know, whatever. But yeah, I'm gonna probably do something with it. That light bulb there.
It's one of those energy savers.
Yeah, it's an energy saver, but I think we could probably replace it with a better LED one and then get a better cover for it.
I like the energy saver lights.
No, we'll get it. Yeah, of course it'll be energy saver, but you don't like that orange color.
No.
Yeah, let's get more of a light. Let's go like white color. We're gonna have our first fight about what bulb to get. And you know what's gonna be? Your people are gonna be like, yeah, about time.
Don't make me say your whole name.
They're gonna be watching and be like, Steve's fighting Kano about getting a white bulb. Racist prick. That's it's just a matter of time, right?
We can put both our color up there.
I like black lights.
Black.
You want to get black light?
And white.
Oh, dude.
And white, yeah.
Dude, don't tease me like that.
Yes, we can do that.
Okay. I love black lights, man. Can we get some like black light stuff? I'd be totally down for that. Right?
Ooh.
Yeah, we'd be thinking here, man.
You got a good idea there.
I'm smart. Yeah, pure white I think is better for the eyes. Yeah, look, I've got this ring light here, but I got my USB ports. Unfortunately, when I'm running like a USB thumb drive that I usually have plugged in because it has easy access to a lot of stuff that I use often for photos, it doesn't work with this. It's just too much energy, too much current, right? So I can either the thumb drive plugged in or this little ring light, which is not a big ring light, but it's a soft white, and I like it. It has multiple colors to it. So maybe I might take my thumb out and use this for a while. Who knows? I got to create a new password. Okay. My password is Katie Joy sucks.
Oh, hell no.
Think people think I remember that?
Hell no.
Yeah, probably not. Yeah, I remember it. I'm doing this so you guys can't see my password in my glasses. Because people like to blow up my glasses because apparently I watch all kinds of stuff when I stream. Who knew?
Oh my God.
Who knew? I know. I don't find all kinds of interesting
Them
stuff
are the
about
ones
me.
that don't know how to be in adults.
Yeah, they don't adult right.
Yeah.
Your password must be 10 characters long.
Yeah.
Do you guys know the struggle is real with these passwords? I mean, who gives a crap about freaking AM PM stuff? It should be 4-digit PIN or something. Nobody's going to sit there and try to steal your password to AM PM. What are they going to do? Buy your Slurpee or something? Or the 7-Eleven? I mean, seriously, dude, do you really need, a super crypto techno to have what?
You could have just logged in with your Google.
Now you tell me. Google does everything. I mean, does it have to be this hard? Stuart, $10 says, I know. Thank you, Stuart, very much. I should turn this to a grip stream. I've doubled my thing. I only try for like $10 a night. Thank you. I appreciate this. He says, I know only the secular clarity of the imperial truth. Garvel Lokian, Warhammer 40,000, the Horus Heresy. I know only the secular clarity of imperial truths. Is that like a cult thing for like Warhammer? Because I don't play Warhammer. I know it's a free game, but I hear you spend a lot of money on skins and stuff like that. There's a couple games I want to play. I got BioShock Remastered. I want to play fully because I never finished it, so I want to play that again. I was going to start that, and I finished Prey. Prey is really good. I was going to do a stream on the other channel with the type of mods you can get for Prey and neuromods, not like mod programs, but the neuromods. If you guys play that game, which are the best neuromods to get, in my opinion. Not that anybody cares, but whatever. But Prey was good, and then I still got Fallout 4 that I'm still trying to muddle through. Oh my God! Screw your passwords not matching. Watch this. They're going to spend 5 hours trying to get my password off my glasses for AM PM so they can get a big gulp or something. Did I get it? What do you mean passwords don't match? Webpage not available?
Yeah, you tried too many times.
It's not spinning.
Yeah.
This is spinning. Oh, wait. You got some more. Okay. Ooh. Games Work Start call. Yeah, let's do games. I like games. So I usually games. I do games on the Great Debate Community channel. What about Stray? I don't know. I've never played. Is that good? Stray is a beautiful game. I have not tried it. Fallout 4 is great. I like Fallout 4. I like Fallout New Vegas, and I'm at the very end of Fallout New Vegas, like the very, very end where you go do the Hoover Dam mission, and I haven't finished it yet, and I don't know what the hell I'm waiting for. I'm like, I don't want to finish this game. I like it too much, knowing that it's the very last mission. And yes, I'm going to kill Mr. House. I'll go with the robot. It's the best ending. Whatever. I don't care. But I really liked. I got 6 scratchers. You guys want to play scratchers with me? I got scratchers for AM PM. Can you see this? Can you see those things right there? So this scratch. Fallout 4 takes some patience. Yeah, it's really not an intuitive game, right? It's not a game you just go in and pick up right away. I mean, there's a lot of farming type stuff, and I'm at the mission. Like I haven't got very far in Fallout 4. I've got where you get the power suit. And I have the power suit. I'm like, what the hell do I do now with this power suit? I go kill some death claw or something. And you got to get the power cores for it. I'm like, I don't like this kind of stuff. You know, I don't do Twitch. I have Twitch, but all right, let's scratch. Should I play all scratches at once? No, we'll do one at a time. So this is a hot dog. This is a small drink. You got to buy 3. Okay, so I'm close. I got 2 hot dogs so far. Can you see that? Wait, let me move that over here. There you go. I know that's blinding because it's there you go. So I got 2 hot dogs on the top there. Okay, so I need one more hot dog and I get a free hot dog. Nope. Oh, I get a cookie. Nope, I didn't win anything. It says you suck. You didn't win. Give up on life. Okay, maybe not to that extreme, but it says you didn't win that one, but this could. You could up to $500. Okay, play again. And I won nothing. Oh, you get 6 scratchers. Okay, so I'm on my 3rd scratcher. Okay, I get it. Oh, and I could get a cheeseburger. Maybe I got 2 cheeseburgers. You see that? 2 cheeseburgers. I need one more, and nothing. Well, that's just dookie. 3 scratchers down and nothing. I have, what's so funny? I have when I'm up late at night and I'm just like watching like something like binge watching. Like I watch shows like The Rookie and Rookie Fed and things of that nature. And so I'll be watching The Rookie or something, and then I'll have the other monitor and I'll be entering these sweepstakes. This nominal stuff. Kitchen stuff, home stuff, and I've already won one of them. I got a $25 streaming coupon. I was like one grand prize, 400 secondary prizes, and I was one of the secondary prizes. I was like, hey, $25 for streaming stuff or whatever. Give it to Kano or something. But I was like, hey, at least I won something already. Oh, I don't know. I'm not much of a gambler. It doesn't pay. It's free, so. Oh, okay. So here we have a possibility of we got 2 cheeseburgers. You can see that we got 2 cheeseburgers and 2 hot dogs. So now my last one down here, I might win something. This for your local gas station? Yeah. This is for AM PM. Yeah. And nothing. All right. One more. Or we got 2 more. Oh, I got 2 drinks. I got a drink maybe. Can you see that? I got 2 drinks. I got cookies. I got a hamburger, hot dog, and nothing. Now it really is telling me to give up on life. All right, one last scratcher. Not even cookies. Nothing. All right. So how do you get more? How do you get more scratchers?
You do it the same time every day.
Oh, dude! But when you buy stuff, do you get stuff like? It says check in to get 1 scratcher.
Yeah.
Oh, but I was already there. So I did. I was there today. So check. So if you do if you go there, you get a scratcher. Oh, I got 1 extra scratcher then. Cool. Not even cookies. Nothing. Spend $1, get a scratcher. Okay. Okay. Well, I should have got my scratchers because I bought something today, but it's okay. Buy enough, get one hot coffee or red. Oh, get a Red Bull free. We know who wants that one. Yeah, you ain't gonna get it. You ain't getting my Red Bull, even though I don't drink Red Bull. Red Bull is for losers. Real men like rock stars. Interesting. So when you buy something, how do you attach it to your app here?
I think you save it into your wallet on there.
So you charge your wallet? Is that how you do it?
Yeah, you put it into your wallet.
Like a Google wallet or AMPM wallet?
AMPM wallet.
Oh, you've done this before? Get rewarded with one scratcher for every $1 you spend each day you check in at AMPM. Okay. Interesting. You can win a free Nature Valley Crunchy Oats and Honey bar. Boy, we all want that one. $500 in gas. One free cheeseburger. That one I want because I do like their cheeseburgers. Yeah. Anyways, boy, were you guys entertained by that? Monsters are okay. I like rock stars, man. I think rock stars are better. Rock stars are pretty good, but I can't do energy drinks sometimes. Yeah, I do too many of them. I'm wired when I get home. When I went to work today, I already had like a pot of coffee. I made myself breakfast as I showed you guys, and I put the picture up on Twitter. And I had a cup of coffee, but then I had another cup of coffee, and I finished the whole pot before I left work. So I was pretty wired by the time I got to work. But I'll buy like 2 or 3 energy drinks, and I'll buy one before I start my shift, and then one during lunch, and then one like at home, and whatever. No big win for me, but that's okay. I just want to win a cheeseburger. It's the simple things. It's not the amount you win. It's the fact that you got something, right? It's that feeling of, yes, I've won. And you don't have to pay taxes on, you have to pay sales tax, but you don't have to pay like huge amount of taxes on a small little item. You win a car, oh my God, you have to pay. If you win a car, look, car, yes, you have to pay, it was 8.75, whatever the sales tax on a car, whatever it is. But you also have to pay whatever taxes they set aside for the IRS they have with the sweepstakes, which is usually like 25%. So let's say you win a car that's worth, like $40,000. $40,000. You have to pay 25% of that in taxes, which is $10,000. So you have to pay $10,000 out of your own pocket to get that $40,000 car, which again, you can go turn around and sell for $20,000, $30,000 and make a profit. Sure. But the problem is most people don't have 10 grand laying around for the car. I mean, sure, there's a lot of people that have money, but a lot of people, to play these kind of scratcher games and these games of a free chance and lotteries and sweepstakes, which I just started doing just for the fun of it because I was bored at night. And it doesn't cost you a dime, so it's free. I'm frugal. But most people just don't have, $10,000 to spend on a $40,000 car. Now, can you imagine it was an $80,000 car? Now you got to cover $20,000 on an $80,000 car, right? Or if it's a $300,000 car, now you got to come up with $60,000. So now there was one of them was smart. One of them actually said, okay, we're going to give you a Lamborghini. It was like, I don't know, maybe it was a Countach 5000S or something along those lines. Some kind of nice Lamborghinis. Well, because they're all nice. Which, by the way, most regular people probably should never drive a Lamborghini. I wouldn't drive a Lamborghini only because of the fact that I've never experienced driving a Lamborghini. And if you don't know how to drive a high-performance car, you're probably going to kill yourself. You step on the gas, a millimeter, you're going to be going 60 miles an hour in, 2.6 seconds. It's a lot of acceleration, a lot of torque. And so what they did was they're going to say, okay, we're going to give you a car for $300,000 plus, but we're also going to give you 60 grand or whatever it is. And then most of that will go to paying off what you owe the government. So that's kind of nice. Some places will do that. Fernando says, I'm having to come talk to you tomorrow. I'm Australian, Eastern Daylight Savings Time. Yeah, I'll probably be streaming tomorrow. Tomorrow actually is my relatively short day and comparative to all my other days. I have Fridays off. And if I get a short day, it's Thursday because there's nothing worse than having a very long day before your day off, right? Nobody likes that. So tomorrow I have a shorter day than usual, And so I'll probably be a little more energetic in the evening to stream. But they actually gave me real heart problems. Oh yeah, I'm sorry to hear that. I can't live without mine, but whatever. I mean, not the drinks, not the heart. Nobody can live without their heart. Had a 4-day panic attack, basically. Yeah, don't do that, man. Yeah, you're way over caffeinated. Don't do that, man. But anyways, what else you guys want to know? Anything else before I go? Again, I just want to let you guys know that these filings are not at all what Katie says they are. Shock to no one. Didn't go into any real depth on it. Didn't intend to. Not really of that much consequence. I think most people know by now she's lying. But yeah, Fernando, if you want to drop on by tomorrow night, we can give it a little more in depth. And then on Friday, like I said, I'm doing non sequitur. So that's going to be fun going over Bev's model of the earth, which he claims is not flat, but it's flat. I don't know how this works. I gave up trying to understand flat earthers a long time ago because there's just nothing to understand. They're absolutely incoherent. Oh, we have a question on the table. Okay. Flavored type of ice cream. My favorite type of ice cream, believe it or not, is actually French vanilla. I'm simple. I like a nice vanilla ice cream. Not anything fancy, but if I want to get a more if I do get a more fancy type of ice cream, I like Rocky Road. Rocky Road is so good. I like pistachio. It's so good. I like cookies and cream, and I like one called sugar cookie batter or something. It's super sweet, but it's not like so sweet where it just like tastes like pure sugar, but it's just a really sweet, really good ice cream called like sugar cookie. Oh, that's so good. But no, I like vanilla. I mean, it's like a nice chocolate is good too. Oh hell, I even need a Napoleon. I don't care. That's simple, but you can dress French vanilla any way you want, and that's why it's brilliantly mildly brilliant. Yeah, good choice, exactly. French vanilla, put anything on it, right? You can put cherry toppings on it. You can put maraschino cherry. You can put fudge on it. You can put nuts on it. You can put sprinkles on it. French vanilla goes with anything. You can put peach on it, right? Exactly, right? French vanilla, you can dress it any way you want, and it's still amazing. I prefer like a caramel. Oh, hot caramel on French vanilla is just it's so good. It's so good. I try. I'm a little cultured, when it comes to food and stuff like that. I mean, people may not know it, but I'm what's called a I don't know if I should tell anybody, but whatever. It doesn't matter. I mean, whatever. But I don't know if you guys know what a local guide is. A local guide is somebody who does reviews, and then you get more points than what you do reviews. And so I've been doing reviews, and all over the United States, I've done reviews. I had one place that I did a review, and they actually put it on their own webpage, right? They liked my review so much. They actually, how they always have like customers feedback, customers, letters and things of that nature. There was 3 customers they used, and mine was the dead center they used. Because they did a good job, and good places that do a good job, I give very good reviews to. One of my reviews just recently for a sushi place had over 1,400 views just for the picture alone. And so I like doing reviews. Yeah, I'm pretty good at it, actually. Who knew, right? Get to know a little bit more about Steve. You want to know what is basic? Yes, basic. French vanilla is basic. See, but that's the insidiousness of it. French vanilla is basic, but French vanilla is so complicated because it's a flavor that goes with just about anything, right? It just pairs well with a lot of stuff, right? So, yeah. But my favorite foods I do love sushi. I mean, and even the picture I took was a really good picture of the sushi dish. I was like, holy crap, this looks pro. But people trust my judgment. Let's see here. Can't beat the ice cream with a fake little bit of fake little bit pieces in it. Those are called Gorilla Paws or something. Yeah, so they're basically like they're basically like Reese's Pieces, but they can't call them Reese's Pieces because that's a knockoff. But yeah, that's good. Well, so I used to take my daughter to this yogurt type place, right? Frozen yogurt, and the way they would do it, I don't know if you guys have been, I think probably most people have been a frozen yogurt, but you would get your yogurt, right? And then you put all your toppings on and they weigh it, right? And it's a bitch, man. It's like $10-12 it comes out to be when you just got this massive thing that, of ice cream, and it's loaded with the sugars, but it's so good. But it's just like, you're thinking every little gummy bear I put on there, man, it's costing me this, and this. And then it comes out to be like, I don't know, like $10-12 for this little bowl of ice cream, which is really good, though, I gotta admit. But the calories on that, holy cow. But yeah, you guys know what I'm talking about when you weigh those things, right? Well, back in my day, we didn't have to churn the butter. We didn't have to churn the cream. Okay, I'm not that old, but we had this place called Farrell's, and Farrell's was a go-to place, especially as your birthday. If it was your birthday, oh my God! If you had your birthday party at Farrell's, every kid loved you, right? And they would come out and they have these big old drums, and they'd be beating the drums and they'd be singing "Happy Birthday," and you get this big old banana split. And I'm talking big old banana split. You guys have never seen a banana split like a Farrell's banana split. We're not talking small little bananas. We're talking plantains like, like that big, right? I mean, and it's not just one of them. It was like 4 of them, and they're cut open, and they just mounds and scoops of ice cream. And then they just layer with all this different sauces and cherries. And you're like, you're like 12 years old, and you have probably 6, 7, 8,000 calories sitting in front of you, which you're never going to finish because it's just not possible, I don't think. But do you guys remember those days? Did you guys have that, Farrell's? Oh, Snickers ice cream bar is delicious. Oh, that's so good. Oh, I'll show you what I got. Here, wait. Okay, just hang tight because I put these in the freezer. I'll show you what I like to do. Can you hear that? I'm unwrapping this. Can you hear that crinkling? God dang, I can't open this son of a bitch, man. Holy crap. I'm going to use a knife.
Don't break nothing.
I'm not breaking nothing. I'm going to shake it. I'll take it. You want one of these?
No, thank you.
You don't know what they are. All right. I'm back. One second. I don't know why I'm doing this tonight. I have no idea. This is why I get Reese's like these, because I don't like a lot of sugars. Right? I really don't. Okay. So when I want something sweet, I will get something like this. And what I do is I put them in the freezer. And have you ever had a Reese's Pieces or, Reese's? These are the smaller ones. These aren't the bigger ones because I got them on sale. But have you ever had one of these that's frozen? Legit. I'm teasing you guys. See, you guys think you watch my channel for the commentary and the humor and whatever the hell is I do it anymore, because nobody the hell knows what the hell I do on my channel anymore. I have fun on my channel is what I do. So you come to my channel, think it's going to be about Katie Joy, and it ends up being a mukbang, even though I'm not making any kind of weird noises because that's just gross. Nor do I chew with my mouth open because that's just gross. But you get to watch me devour these really amazing chocolatey goodness. I'll bite one half of it so you can see the inside. That's frozen. Has any of you not had a frozen Reese's peanut butter cup? Anybody be honest? Tell me you have or have not. I'm curious. They satiate, man. I'm telling you. 2 of those, and I don't need sugar for a week now. It's like I usually eat 1. I don't usually eat 2, so that's a lot of sugar. But I'll have 1. I gotta go brush my teeth again. Damn it. The chocolate gets everywhere. But that's enough chocolate to last you. It'll last me a very long time. It gets that craving, right? And yes, people will crave chocolate for very different reasons. There's reasons actually why people will crave chocolate, but when I just got a sugary craving, 1 of those, and I'm good. Oh, you like them too? You like to eat? I eat the edge first. See, I don't have the patience. See, these are the smaller ones too. These aren't the big ones, so they're just popping right in. But yeah, if you want to like eat the edge, that's nothing wrong with that. Do it. You do you how you eat your Reese's Reese's peanut butter cups. But these are amazing, man. Reese's. You got it going on, man. Seriously, delicious. Panda paws. There's nice. Especially the holiday kind because they're soft and so much better. Yeah, I have had. They make variations of these types of things, and they're all good. They're all good, but some of them had I think I had one that had butterscotch or something on it. Oh, man. Oh, Trader Joe's. Oh, my God. I almost went to Trader Joe's the other day. GGB says, bold statement, Trader Joe's peanut butter cups are better than Reese's. I said it and stand by it, and you're probably right. Look, Trader Joe's, if you have never been to a Trader Joe's, you have never shopped. Trader Joe's has the best stuff, great prices. I mean, for what you get, gourmet type almost food, import, their prices are pretty good. I mean, they're not cheap, but they're not super expensive either. I mean, they're moderate for what you get, but the selection you get and the quality you get of the cheeses and the meats and the Trader Joe's is amazing. Seriously, I'm a huge fan of Trader Joe's, and I was in that area too the other day. I was in that area. I had a little bowl of like a sushi bowl that I wanted to try. It was really good. It's called a poke bowl. It had ahi tuna and salmon with seaweed salad and crab salad with wasabi, cilantro, chili sauce. It was delicious. It was really good. I just like trying different things, but I was right by Trader Joe's. I'm like, you know what? Should I pop into Trader Joe's and get some cheese or something? And I was like, nah. I eat my Reese's with a defiled circle of eightfold path. I don't know what that is. I have to look that up. They're on par with Aldi prices. Yeah, Aldi's good too. Get their cups, dark chocolate. Oh, it's my favorite, but they make regular sugar. Yeah, Aldi. We have an Aldi's here too. I have never been to it. I've been to the Aldi's where I used to live, and I loved it. Loved it. They got this cheese, like a whiskey cheese. Oh my God, it was so good. It was so good. Never found it again. Never was able to get it ever again. Right? But this whiskey cheese that they had, like a spread, it was like a brie with something with whiskey. It was just delicious. But I remember going to the Aldi's, and I'm like, wow, I like this store. And everybody was happy. The cashiers were sitting and relaxed. And I was like, man, that's cool. Because I mean, I retail all my life, right? I mean, my cashiers always had to stand. Even though I don't like that, I think that you should be able to sit. And I'm like, oh, it's cool. They give you the chairs for that. She's like, yeah, we like to be comfortable here, kind of stuff. And it shows. It shows. The people who work at Aldi's they really looked like they really cared about what they did, and the food was amazing. Steve's reviews. I should do that. You know who does really good reviews? Yeah, Trader Joe's is opposite. Have you guys ever watched a guy named Review Bra? Review Bra. He has a show called something reviews. He's got like almost 3 million subscribers, but he goes by Review Bra. That dude is on point. That dude knows how to do a review. Maybe I should do review stuff. Yeah, I don't know. I like to review stuff. Dude, you put that on. You put what on? You're not talking to me. Oh, that's great. Aldi's is great. Yep, love it. Dark chocolate, milk chocolate, light chocolate, white chocolate. I love it all. Again, I don't have a major sweet tooth, but when I do like chocolate. But I do prefer white chocolate out of all of them. But if I don't get white chocolate, I like dark chocolate. If I can't get dark chocolate, I'll get milk chocolate. If I can't get milk chocolate, then I get light chocolate. Yeah. My brother had it, and it was one of the smoked cheeses or something like that. So yeah, it's a smoked cheese. It's their own brand or something, or it's imported. It is absolutely amazing. I happen to like whiskey flavors, so I like mesquite, I like whiskey, I like brandy flavors. My favorite wine in the world is a Riesling that has been aged in a solid oaked brandy basket barrel thingy for like eons. It's amazing. All right, Stuart. Thank you for the super chat. Be well tonight. White chocolate isn't a chocolate. That's technically true because white chocolate doesn't have cocoa in it, from what I understand. So I think you're right. White chocolate isn't technically chocolate, but I don't care. I like white chocolate. I like white chocolate. I watched something where Mr. Beast put his chocolate against a $400 piece of chocolate, which is only about that big, $400. And Gordon Ramsay try both. He's like, okay, does my chocolate compare to the $400 chocolate? And the answer was no, it doesn't. But it's like $2 to $3 compared to $400. So I'm imagining, what the hell does $400 chocolate taste like? Oh, I love whiskey flavored things, absolutely. But what would a $400 chocolate taste like? I couldn't even imagine. You know, if Mr. Beast chocolate was only a few bucks. Fun fact: I got to meet. If you guys know who Johnny Darts is, do you guys ever heard of Johnny Darts? He does stuff with Mr. Beast. I met him. I met Johnny Darts a couple months ago, actually. And yes, he really does give away money. He gave away. He bought some few things for people. I don't know if you guys know who Johnny Darts is, but he gives away stuff. $400 chocolate better make my knees buckle. Yeah, $400, right? It better be like, it better have those dopamine just off the charts, man. For $400 chocolate, it better have some weed in it or something, right? At least then you get high and get the caffeine, the dopamine from the chocolate and the weed buzz. It's going to taste very good or very bad. Yeah, probably. No, Gordon Ramsay liked the $400 chocolate better. Now, I'm assuming that it probably wasn't a huge comparative things. I mean, would you rather have $400 $1 chocolates or one $400 chocolate? It depends how hungry you are, I guess. But, see, me, I would never spend that much for chocolate. No. But would I spend a little bit more for something I do like? Yes. I made it very clear. I am frugal as hell, but when it comes to food, I will splurge for a little bit more if it's something that's really good. Not unreasonably. I mean, still like $2 sign kind of stuff. You know, when you go to the places, they have like $1 sign, $2 sign, $3 sign, $4 signs. I don't go to the $4 sign places. The LG steakhouses, the high end stuff where a piece of filet mignon, that big sets you back $60 to $80. Now, is it good? Yeah, I'm sure. I mean, I've had some very high end filet mignon before, and it's still absolutely like mind blowing. I went to a convention where they had filet mignon wraps with bacon. It's surreal. It's like you'd never tried food before until you tried some of this high-end gourmet food. It's otherworldly, to say the least. But I'm not going to spend that kind of money for it. But it does just taste different. It's hard to explain. It's good. It's really freaking good. It melts in your mouth. It's just amazing. I can't imagine anything that expensive saying this is worth $400. I can't either, right? I mean, but here's the thing though. If you have a high-end piece of meat and you get something like, a $1 steak, you trust me, you can tell the difference. I assure you. Wine's kind of like the same way. The high-end Riesling, so good. So good. Not $60. That's not bad though. $60 for a small cutlet, 4 to 6 ounce. That's about average prices. Maybe it depends on me. You can get ribeye, you can get New York strip, which is one of your more cheaper cuts. But the ribeye or the filet mignon is going to be much more expensive. But I like those cuts, man. For an 8-ounce steak, it's not uncommon to pay $80. You get a 12-inch, even a T-bone, you're paying, $50, $60 at a decent restaurant. But bone in steak, yeah, they're not cheap, but they're grilled to perfection. if you're not a vegetarian, obviously. But no, I can't justify that spending that kind of money on that kind of food. Like I said, I'll spend $20 for a really good meal if I really feel like it, which I did this month. I paid $19, but I had a really nice lunch and I treated myself because I was like, I'm going to go shopping, which I did. As I told you guys, I got my dusty stuff, which I used. But I was out. I'm gonna get myself something. So spent $19 on a nice lunch, and I have no regrets. No regrets. I get butchered my shop. I get those in my butcher stuff for $10. Find a local. Yeah, you're probably right. But does your local butcher marinate it for days or dry rub it, right? Or get what do they call it? Aged. They age it for like a day or two, which sounds weird, right? Aged steak is basically steak that's been left out. It's aged steak. It's basically just what it sounds like, right? But they do it controlled, but still it's old steak. And I guess it's supposed to be really, really good. I don't recall ever having that old aged steak, but some of them go for like a month aged steak. Oh, yeah, butcher shop is always probably the way to go, but Gordon Ramsay is a goddamn narcissist goof. Of course he is a narcissist, but he's rarely wrong, right? Hate him, but respect, right? Yeah, he knows his shit. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. He knows he's one of the best in the world, and yeah, so sure, he's a little bit narcissistic for it, but would you turn down a 7-course meal made by Gordon Ramsay? No. I don't know what I'll do for that, but I might do something questionably immoral or illegal for Gordon Ramsay's 7-course meal. Oh my God. They do age it. He taught me how to cook prime rib and cook it for me and tie it back to. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah. No, yeah. Again, probably the more local butchers are going to be in cities like in New York, when in the farm areas, Midwestern. Where I'm at, there is no local farms here for that. There's just nothing. Now there's local farms for veggies. We've got a date garden. We've got zucchini and squash and all that kind of stuff all around us. This used to be all farmland at one time. So the soil is really good for that. But I don't know of any local butchery. There's a meat shop, but I've never been in it. So yeah, the Midwest, that explains it. Best aged meat is 90 days. Really? That seems an awful lot. 90 days is a lot. Now I do watch. You guys, again, people don't know me like they think they know me. I watch that one guy. I watch a lot of his videos. The one guy that aged all those meats. What's he called? What's his name? He has like 1 million subs too. I forgot his name, but I love watching him age all kinds of stuff. He'll do all kinds of weird stuff with aged wasu meat. Wasu, the stuff you get from Japan, like grade 12. And he'll spend like $1,000 for steak, Guga Foods. Have you guys ever seen Guga Foods? Guga is awesome. If you guys haven't checked out a channel, check out Guga Food. Actually, Guga Foods. I mean, check out that guy, man. He does some amazing videos. And he'll like he did 100-day aged Wagyu, and Wagyu meat is again specially raised corn-fed or grass-fed beef from Japan that's marbled, super marbled, and so it's just very, very soft. It's just you're paying $500 for a steak, but Wagyu grade I think is 12 is the highest you can get if I'm not mistaken. But he'll dry age anything and try it, and some of the stuff does not age well. Certain things you do not dry age, or you don't put a rub on them. But this guy will try anything. But yeah, I like Guga Foods. I watch a lot of the cooking stuff. I mean, hey, I may suck at cooking, but I like it. I enjoy cooking stuff and he's trying new stuff. Yeah, check it out. Check them out. It's so funny on the WOACB Reddit. Somebody had posted. I get an email on it. And it says, Katie Joy has now submitted her response to 7M. No surprise. She lied and denied everything and said it's either true or her opinion. Hey, by the way, I said that same thing yesterday. wonder if they saw my thing because I exactly said the same thing in the tweet. See, her defense was either she's telling you the truth or it's opinion. So I'm not saying they got that from me, but at least they agreed that is exactly what 7M was. She was saying to 7M. Either it's true or it's my opinion. Her attorney should be disbarred for submitting such crap to the court. I mean, what is the choice does he have, though? Come on, people. I'm not even faulting them at this point. Look who they have as a client. Come on. You can only do so much, man. When you got a crap client like that, come on. Highest grade meat is A5, but not Wagyu. Wagyu is a different rating system. Best Wagyu is, I think, grade, because there's Kobe beef, Omi beef. Is A5 Wagyu? Yeah, maybe it is A5 Wagyu. I think you might be right. Yeah, maybe for Wagyu it is A5. What's the one that goes the 12 scale then? Let me look this up. Scale. Oh, BMS. Okay. So the BMS scale goes from 3 to 12. Okay, so the BMS scale goes from 3 to 12 for Japanese, but the Wagyu goes from to A5. Okay. Do you ever randomly think of fantastic food or meals you would have and wish you've gone back and eat it again? Yeah. Do you guys want to know one of my favorite dishes? Well, I wouldn't say it was my all-time favorite, but it was much better than I expected. Not cheap. Okay, it was 200 Hong Kong dollars, which I think was $40 at the time. Let me convert 200 Hong. 200. Yeah, it was over $200. So $200 is $25 in American, and it was way over 200 Hong Kong dollars, like that, like 200 to 400 Hong Kong dollars. So, but anyways, it was called bird's nest soup, and this bird's nest soup is exactly what you think it is. They go and they harvest in Thailand these bird's nests in a cave, and they put the bird's nest and they put it in a soup, and it has the spittle and all and everything in it, and they just basically get all this spittle and make it soup into it. And it's just very thick. You see it's put it in spittle. But I got to tell you, it was actually really good. It was actually really good. I would like to try that again. Bird's nest soup.
Oh, that's some good shit.
You've tried it?
Yeah.
Where'd you try it at?
In Vegas.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, I got it from Thailand where they actually there's right there. But yeah.
Never spending that much money again.
Oh yeah, no, not cheap. It's definitely not cheap, but it's really it's worth an experience, I think. Again, certain things, for the experience, I might pay a little bit more. But I remember the first time I had a couple neighbors, and their dad worked at a processing plant for uni, right, which is sea urchin. And I was just a kid. I was real kid with my parents, and we were just visiting with them. And they were doing this production of line of uni. And so all these sea urchins just twitching and stuff like that. And it was orange uni everywhere. And as they're like telling, it's a delicacy, blah, blah. I'm like, really? It's like, people eat this? And I was like, well, mind if can we try it? And even though it's, it's expensive, but it's not like it's like, caviar. They're like, yeah, go ahead, try it. And I tried it. And I remember I didn't much care for it. It was very salty. And then I got older, and now I actually think uni's okay. I'll eat uni. And by the way, I said I'll eat uni, not uni. Okay, there's a difference there for people out there. They're gonna clip the clip channels. Uni. I would never eat uni because that's just god, to get food poisoning and die. But uni is really good. It's and then also like roe, which is the little eggs. It's kind of like a poor man's caviar, right? But roe is the fish eggs you get, those orange eggs on caviar. I like that. I like taco, which is called octopus. Taco is what's octopus? I won't eat the live octopus because that shit will kill you. But I do like octopus. I love the eel, which is called the Japanese word is Oh, what is eel? Unagi. Unagi. I had to think about. Yeah, unagi. The sea eel. That's one of my favorites. So, yeah, bird's nest. Yeah, like a bird. They make a bird's nest soup. Yes. But yeah, I'm not afraid to try different things. I just won't eat any insects. I don't. I mean, if somebody says here's a scorpion, I'll be like, pass. Here's a tarantula, pass. Here's crickets, pass. I don't eat any of that stuff. But as far as like any kind of like vegetarian dish or meat dish and it's prepared right, I'll pretty much try anything. But again, I like trying new things. That's my big thing. If I go somewhere different, I like to get something new that I haven't had before because I really do want to try new experiences. And so, you know, I'm out somewhere and I'm like, oh, what's this place over here? Oh, they got some Korean beef. Let's go check it out. You know, I like Korean barbecue beef. There's a Thai place where I used to live down in Long Beach, and there's a little Thai place, man. You wouldn't expect much from it, right? It was like, whatever. I think it was cash only, even, but no, they had credit cards, but they're always busy, always busy. People coming in all the time, orders, you know, just and they were moderately priced, but oh my God, it was absolutely delicious. The soups, they made this kind of a Thai soup, and that beef, you know. There was a candy shop by your house. Didn't last long. They had bugs in the candy on purpose. Oh no. No. I don't care what kind of protein it is. I'm not eating that. Not going to happen. I'm just not interested in that. Steak and Guinness sounds good. I'm not a big Guinness drinker, but yeah, you know, I'll try. Like I said, I like different combinations. If Guinness is good with a certain kind of steak, I'd probably do it. But Guinness is a very heavy beer for me. It's too much. It's too much of a flavor on Guinness. It's too heavy. It's too stout. I much prefer either pale ale, or even a light beer. But now it's your guys' turn. Tell me, what are your guys' favorite foods, man? What's the most unique thing you've ever tried? I think bird's nest soup is one of the most unique things.
And if you try to make it, you have to use a clay pot. One of those little clay pots.
And
the bird's nest is not cheap.
No, it's not cheap. I've never tried to make it.
Asian people love making it.
I agree with you, Juju. The best places around me are the ones that look questionable at the internet. I absolutely. No, I have learned that the dives have the best food. Seriously. Now, there are exceptions, obviously. There are some that are just like, okay, no, I'm not even going to eat there. But the ones that are well established, yeah, they're actually really good. There was a restaurant by I-10. Nobody even knows the name of it. It's been there so long. But everybody knows it because they have really good trucker food. Truckers go there and just, it's good food. It's greasy, but if you want a greasy, hamburger that's actually flavorful, they know how to cook their stuff, right? Charbroiled. Kangaroo. I would try kangaroo. That actually sounds pretty good. Yeah, if you get a chance to try bird's nest, try it. Like I said, it's thick, and you can tell it looks like spittle, but it tastes like soup. I mean, you don't really know so much. It's sweet too. Trust word of the mouth about the dives. Yeah, right. And like, for example, we have a meat market, a couple of them around here. I'm right next to Coachella here, so there's a meat market down here. So we go to Coachella, and there's called Gardina's Markets, and they make every weekend they make something called pozole. And pozole is a Mexican dish made out of hominy and pork, and it's just they let it sit for hours, and this pork is just super tender, super tender. They give you chopped onions and cilantro with it, and tortillas or chips. And if you've ever not have tried pozole, I would highly recommend at least trying it once. It is really, really good. But they've also got street tacos. They've got tortas. They have what's called what is it? Soup of the beef, the way Casole. What is no? I can't speak. I can't speak Spanish. It's been so long. It's basically beef stew, beef soup, and they got chicken soup, but they're all made homemade by Mexican restaurant or by Mexican recipes, and it is so good. But the locals know that, right? The locals know that's where the kitchen. If you want to get authentic Mexican food, you go to that market, and they have a cocina there, which is a kitchen, and they're fresh. I mean, it's like as fresh as you can get. They make it that day. They have nothing from the day before, and it's just everything's delicious. Oh, risotto is Lauren says, I honestly love risotto. Me too. A good risotto is amazing. It's delicious with a little white, like a white wine risotto. I can't really get sick of it. Other great foods like burgers and pizza, I get sick of eventually, but risotto is solid. Yeah, and risotto isn't that difficult to make. I mean, I make my version of it like anybody else. It's just a lot of reduction, with the white wine. But it's just basically getting that rice, that starchy rice. That's you need a starchy kind of rice. Now I happen to like jasmine rice. Jasmine rice is really good rice. But I don't know if you should use jasmine for risotto. That's a good question. I don't think it would work too well because it's not as starchy as long rice. But I mean, less short rice. You don't want to use long rice. Yeah, so you use a short grain rice or use azobio rice, but you don't want to use like a long grain. But I never made it out of jasmine rice. I should try that. I think you can. I don't see why you couldn't. Yeah, as long as you use a short or medium grain. I'm trying to look here. Okay, long grain rice for chicken risotto. Why would you use long grain rice for chicken risotto? I've always heard you don't use long grain rice for risotto. Here we go. All right, 3 types of rice to use for risotto. Which ones to skip? Let's find out. Carnoli, arborio, yeah, and then Valino Nano. Use those. And this says avoid long grain again. Yeah. Oh, it says okay. So it says avoid long grain like jasmine. There you go. So I never use jasmine for that kind of rice or that kind of dish, or whatever. Oh, curries, Oh man, I love curries. Oh God, I like naan with a curry sauce. Oh, I think I'm getting hungry. I would try ostrich. Yeah, I would definitely try ostrich. Why not? Ah, man, I'm hungry now. Anyways, it is midnight. I do work tomorrow. I'm going to wrap this up. I just wanted to, hang out like I always do. I think, like I said, I'm going to be doing these probably 3 nights a week. I don't stream on Tuesday usually or Mondays. I don't know, one or the other. I have to have at least, a couple nights off from streaming, but I've been streaming a lot this month. I'm going to be trying to stream 3 or 4 times a week and just see what happens because I've been enjoying it. It's actually cathartic just to sit and talk. But I do got to do a philosophy stream on Matt Dillahunty. I may do it tomorrow before non sequitur. I don't know. Or I just might wait to the weekend and do it when I get off work. And I should be home 3 or 4 o'clock probably on Saturday. But again, I'll leave you guys with this. Do you guys think I should take this promotion if I in January? Again, it won't affect my streaming too much. It's adding in a couple more hours per day. Travel time is not bad. So that's my travel time used to be horrific. I used to have an hour travel time because of the bus, 8-hour workday, 8-hour travel time home, and I was dead ass tired. I'm never going to do that again. So now my travel time is far less. But I don't know. Like I said, the money's going to be good. I mean, the money's much better, obviously, but it's none of it's worth it. I've really been considering it, but at the same token, it's like, damn, do I really want to go back to like, working that a lot of hours again? I don't think they really want me to though. But anyways, we'll see. But leave me a comment in the comment section. I'm rambling now because I am tired. You can tell. Money isn't worth hating your job. Yeah, that's true. And look, no, I don't though. I actually like what I do. I do. I really do. The problem is I don't know if I'm physically able to do those lengths of hours, and that's they're well aware of. I mean, they're very accommodating, and they know my limitations. I made that very clear from day one. But they also know that I'm one of the best they've got, and so I do my job and I do it well. Like I said, I got employee of the month last month. Yeah, that's the only thing is the physical limitations, right? And so I don't think I end up hating it because again, I like what I do, but it's just long days. Long days. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna wrap it up. Thank you guys for the super chats. Thank you guys for hanging out with me tonight. Thank you for talking about food. I enjoy that kind of stuff. We're talking about more food stuff. Next time we hang out, give me some ideas. Maybe we could try different recipes. Think about how you felt when you was off to you. Were you excited or your stomach stink a little? Honestly, I already knew that they were going to offer me at some point. It's just not to sound conceited. I already knew by the way things were going and the fact that one of the people were probably leaving and that I got employee of the month and that they literally have told me I've already mastered, the job level that I'm at. Their words too. Seriously, quote that I've mastered. And so, I mean, I already knew that was it was kind of the expectation for like promotional stuff. And they kind of do want to promote within and they do make that kind of a priority kind of stuff. But when I got hired, I told them I only wanted to do so many hours. I didn't want to go back to 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, ungodly amount of hours I used to do. I mean, I've had 16-hour days before. And I never wanted to do that again. But so I was neither excited nor anything else. Just like, I was just like, I'll think about it. I don't know. They're like, no rush. I don't know. Yeah, maybe. I don't know if I'm going to ask for a trial or I don't know. Maybe. Well, we'll see. I mean, I got 3 more months. It's not till January anyways. And I don't want to do it going into season because, oh my God. But like I said, it would be a lot more money. And money's good. I mean, I'm not against money, especially all the money I spent this damn year on legal costs. I'll just be recouping that. We work in all the extra hours to recoup that. But you know what? Like I said, I do enjoy what I do. And I still get to hang out. I still get to do internet stuff. I still got to do my shows. Which is why I want to do a philosophy show pretty soon, either tomorrow or Saturday. Because, I mean, these are fun too when I get off work, but I miss talking about the stuff I want to talk about, science and philosophy. Although food is great to talk about too, or music. We had that the other night. So I think you already made a decision. Yeah. I mean, honestly, I probably am going to take it, I think. I mean, and the reason why, because I'm going to tell them for a year and see how it goes. I'll do it. I'll try for a year, but I want the option to step back to my old position. I don't think that's an unreasonable, request. But the other thing is that if I take this position, the higher position, it also is one step closer to a district position, and I would love to get a corporate thing. I mean, move and go to a corporate position, but I don't know. Anyways, all right, guys. Like I said, I got to go to sleep, man. Thank you, guys. Thank you, GGB. Thank you, Milwaukee Atheist. Thank you, Heat Shield, and everybody else for hanging out. Like I said, do me a favor, leave me a comment. I really like people leaving comments, so do that for me. And I'm gonna go to bed. There you go. Have an out, and also a goal. Is that could be glory? Yeah, exactly. Have an out. Right. Yeah, and I definitely there's gonna be other conditions as well. Certain things about sitting, because I like to be comfortable, and obviously pay increase. All right. With that, guys, we'll see you later. Good night.